Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And today's knife is a budget blade that I had high hopes for. This is the Stedemon Knives BP-02. And if you recognize this knife, they had a premium model that they came out with first with titanium scales and Carpenter's 204P. This one right here has a satin blade finish with stone wash flats. You got a nice top swedge that goes the full length of the blade. You got the Stedemon logo here. Very nice. They kept the billboarding clean on this side. And just a very tasteful little bit. There's your model number BP-02. And it's got 440C. Great steal for the price category. I think I paid $36 plus shipping. It was like 40 bucks or something like that. I picked this one up from, I think, Blade HQ. And let's go over the handle scales or a grivery material. Not a whole lot of traction, but as you can see, they got the scalloped area right here. Your fingers sit into those grooves right there. Decently comfortable, not bad. Love this blade shape. It's ground okay. It's not super thin behind the edge, but it's not the thinnest knife behind the edge. You got a huge lanyard hole that you can stick a pinky through. Boop, boop. Let's see, you got a pocket clip that I think is done very nice. From this angle, it looks like a milled stainless clip, but as you can see when you flip it over, it's just your normal spring clip. It's got really good retention in and out of the pocket's great, and it rides fairly deep. I mean, you got that much sticking out of your pocket, just good enough for me. Easy to pinch it out right there. The action on this guy is awesome. Let me show you. Woohoo! Did you see that? It's riding on cage bearings, and the action's super smooth, silky smooth. The thumb studs. Let's talk about that. That's about what the things I love about this knife. The action's great. Love the finish on the blade. I love the blade shape. The in-hand ergonomics are pretty good for what this knife is. Just a daily EDC carry. The reverse grip right there is nice. That's nice. And this grip right here is okay. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, just because the pocket clip for me is catch me right there. I don't ever use my knives in that manner, but just thought I'd let you see. You do have a finger choil right here. A little bitty guard right there to keep you from sliding up on this blade because you don't have any jimping right there. You do have some jimping right here, but it's more for aesthetics only. This knife feels rather light. You got stainless liners right there, and I don't know if I better show you this or not, but they're heavily milled. You can see a pocket in the back right there, and you can see all the pockets up there. Let's see if I get you a better shot. There you go. You got some nice milled pockets all along this knife. So let's see what this knife's coming in at. .6 ounces, perfect EDC weight for me. Let's get some quick size comparisons, and I got three knives that are very similar in look. And this is reminiscent of a Quaken design. And another Quaken design is the Boker Quaken by Lucas Burnley. So as you can see, this is a larger model. They definitely have a lot of the same styling click cues. You got a thicker blade overall here, but your handles are pretty close to the same. You just have some more exaggerated curves. This is a thinner handle, so I find this one to be more comfortable in hand. Just my taste. The thinner handles usually aren't the most comfortable handles in the world, but not bad on this guy. And the next one I want to show you is more of in the price category, because I think this one's like 130 bucks. You got VG tint steel here, carbon fiber overlays. This one's a good bit heavier than this guy. Another one that's in this price category that has a similar resemblance is the CRKT Crossbones. I've had to choose between these two knives. As far as looks and as far as ergos and blade steel, I would go with the Stedemon all day, every day, twice on Sundays, because this one's rocking 440C, this one's rocking AUS 8. Much rather 440C. That's my personal preference. I find it holds a much better edge. Haven't really got to test out Stedemon's 440C, but I will be doing that in the upcoming future. But like I said, these two blades right here, both of these are flippers. So if you like the Quaking style or this, slim factor knife, lightweight EDC, and you didn't want the flipper tab, well, here you go. Stedemon's brought you the thumb stud version. Now let me talk about some things why I don't know if I could quite recommend this knife to anybody. Let's see. First off, the thumb studs. They do sit proud of the liners, and I'm okay with that. That's not an issue. I didn't have any issues of it grabbing out of my pocket and flipping the knife open or anything. But they came, this one right here came super sharp, like literally cutting into my thumbs. I actually hit it on my buffing wheel to knock off the little bird they had on here. Let me know if you had this knife. Let me know if you experienced that problem. But definite uncomfort spot there. I found that if I stick my fingernail right underneath that thumb stud, being that it's such a big thumb stud, you just give it a little flick and it comes open. Another thing that anybody who's watching my channel knows, I've got a pet peeve. I wish they would have added a sharpening choil, because once you go to sharpen this knife and you don't add that choil in there, you're going to have recurve city right here. Just an ugly thing. I don't understand. Why not just put a small little choil right there? It would have made this knife much nicer of a knife. Let's see, what else? Talked about thumb studs. Another thing that I noticed just a second ago, I had it in my pocket, went to grab it out of my pocket, and I don't know if I better show you this, but that tip is riding right there on the edge, to where if I touch my finger right there, I'm poking it right there. Let's see, look, I can grab it out by just putting my finger in there, and I grab it out with no problem. So that's an issue. It's not an issue for me as long as they bury it deep enough to where whenever I rub my fingers, I'm actually catching my fingers right there. I poked the hell out of my finger a little while ago, just definitely uncomfortable. The knife is centered. I watched EDC Gear Reviews, first impressions of this knife, and we both had similar impressions. We liked the knife. We both wanted this knife whenever they had the premium model, but at the price tag, we wanted to make sure we really liked it before we jumped on that more expensive price. But one of the fatal flaws that I've seen on this knife, besides the issues that I've shown you already, which this is a pretty big deal right here, because that will injure you if you're not careful. And thumb studs, I don't know, maybe that's just on my example. Please, like I said, let me know if you own this knife, and tell me if yours are sharp. If you're watching this EDC Gear Reviews channel, let me know how yours feels. But one thing that I saw him talk about, and I'm going to touch on it too, he got his from the wherever, I think he got it from Blade HQ, and his came with blade play, so you have to take off this overscale right here to get to the actual pivot. And after about 100 flicks, I noticed mine developed blade play, so I took this off. I applied some blue Loctite, let it dry overnight, and went to flipping the knife, and about 100 flicks in, I noticed blade play again. So I did the same process, put a little bit more blue Loctite on there, and lo and behold, blade play again. For some reason, the pivot must not be done correctly, and unless I want to put some red Loctite, which I hate to do, and if you're not one that fiddles with your knives, then you might want to stay away from this knife. Just because I've seen the two samples I've seen already had the same exact issues. I'm not sure if Tyler's knife is better since he put Loctite on it, but I'd tell you mine keeps backing out no matter what I do. And like I said, I hate to put red Loctite on there, but I do love this knife, and I am a fiddler, so I probably will work on this knife. I will get it right. I might even change these thumb studs out. But if you're not one that wants to do that with a knife, that costs 40 bucks. I mean, it's not the most expensive knife, but it's a rather attractive knife, and I had a lot of, I had high expectations for it. I know that's setting yourself up for failure right there, but, what can I say? And while I got my daughter right here, I'm asking her what she thinks about this knife, because I love having her on video whenever she wants to. Come here, Bella. What do you think about this knife? What do you like about it? Try not to bump into this. What do you think about this knife? What do you like? What you got to say? Talk.
It's smooth.
You like the smooth texture of the handle? What about the blade? Do you like the blade?
It's shiny.
It's shiny. What else? Is there anything else that's neat? Do you like the size of it?
Wait, open it.
Open it. Shoot. Want me to open it up? Okay.
What is those?
Oh, don't touch it.
Dots. There's dots on
Oh, that's just oil, probably from Daddy's hands. That's the only thing with the satin blade. It is a fingerprint magnet, so those are probably just Daddy's fingerprints. So she likes the smoothness of the handles, and she likes the blade shape. All right, let me close this out, baby. Another thing I will say, another plus, this knife came wicked sharp out of the box. I love to see that. The grinds aren't perfect, but at $40, I'm okay with that as long as the knife came sharp. Like I said, y'all let me know if you do have this knife and you experience any of those problems, just so, you know, we can try to help people be informed and make the best decision they possibly can. Because I love seeing a budget blade like this, and I get so excited because I want to be able to share that with you guys so I can get you a nice quality blade. If you got a tight budget and you want to find a quality blade, and you don't want to buy 10 of them and try to find one that's good. I like trying to find those, and I really was excited about this one. So, you know, it all depends on how much blade maintenance you like to do. I enjoy taking apart with my knives, so it's not an issue for me.
And
so
I like this one.
she likes this one too, but this one, I don't know if I've reviewed this one. I got to do my final review of this one here soon. She said she likes this one the best. It definitely has a cool factor with this one. All right, guys and girls, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I definitely hope any of my viewers in the Texas area, I hope you guys are doing okay. My prayers go out to you guys. I hope we could all come together as a community and help out these people. They definitely can use it. I've experienced it during Katrina. It's definitely not a fun thing to see or to be around.
Jingle.
So let me go play with my daughter. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.